veux ça encore? Qui attend
C'est
le.
correct, là,
Genre,
je vais mettre
ferme
tes
ma
pantalons.
caméra. Ah?
Je vais mettre tes pantalons.
De quoi ça? Ben, il est pas tout nu, là. En bobette. Mm. Ouais, noob, ça fait longtemps qu'il est prêt à jouer. Ce sera pas long. Faut juste que. Je pense qu'on entend pas le son de mon jeu. Ah, peut-être parce que je suis pas dedans aussi. Oh well. C'est pas important. T'attends de quoi? Ah, ben, elle est trop tard. Ouais, là, pour les gens qui regardent le stream, là, qui ont jamais joué à Monster Prom. Ben, prout. Mais moi, j'utilise tout le temps le même nom. Père Noël, ok. Nice. Non, c'est moi. Pas en all caps, là. Ouais. Slurp. Non, non.
To stop eating that colorful crap. Ça, c'est quand même une bonne réponse. A tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger.
Yes.
J'écoutais pas parce que je me suis rendu compte que personne nous entendait dans mon stream. Ah, ok. Oh my god. T'as pris quoi, toi, Marc-Antoine?
Ah!
T'as pris lui, t'as pris le deuxième, je sais.
Ah!
Il va falloir que je réécoute mon stream pour le savoir. Okay.
Ouais, je vais te le dire une fois que tu vas avoir choisi. Ok, j'ai pris le premier.
Ah, le premier, ok.
Parce que je disais qu'être passionné de Breakfast and Health.
Ah ouais, c'est vrai.
C'est un bon point. Sun, worth it. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. Ah oui, global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler.
Okay.
Nah, the world is doomed, but I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon to be covered by water world. Yes! Comme Elon Musk avec l'espace.
Mais Elon Musk, il a le COVID.
Hein?
Je pense. Ça, c'est confirmé pour
Ouais, mais non, mais il avait dit genre, ah, j'ai passé 4 tests, il y en a 2 qui me disaient que j'étais positif, 2 négatifs. What's up, science? Puis genre, Antoine était comme, dude, what the fuck?
Yes.
Dude, what the fuck indeed.
Genre, il y a des gens qui pensent de façon. Ils pensent sérieusement que Elon Musk, c'est genre le cool science guy qui va sauver tout le monde. Puis je suis genre, oh my god. Tous
Mm.
les
Après
signes
ça-
sont là pour indiquer que non.
Ok.
C'est juste lancer un auto dans l'espace.
Yes. Yes. Puis il va faire des flamethrowers. Flamethrower,
Yes.
oh my god. Puis il va aller au podcast de. C'est quoi son nom? Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Évidemment.
Mais il est déjà allé. Mais. Yes.
Juste pour le pun.
Pour le pun.
Le pun.
Le pin.
You find a genie in a bottle. You can ask for whatever you want. What do you ask for? I don't ask for anything. I drink the genie from the bottle. I can grant my own wishes. Je pense que j'ai fait ça la dernière fois. His friendship. Boo. Infinite confetti. A rainbow that you can eat. Before asking for anything, you try to negotiate up to the 3 standard wishes. Him not to be so cliched. A genie and wishes so mainstream. C'est correct. Je vais pas boire le génie cette fois-ci.
Il goûtait pas bon.
Je sais pas.
Vu que j'ai mangé des Skittles aujourd'hui, je vais me rendre.
Nice.
Mais est-ce que tes Skittles. Oh my god.
Ouais.
C'est Scott, his friendship.
Scott!
Ah oui, ça, les Skittles, cookies, pas cookies and cream, mais cream.
Ouais, au Yugo, là.
Sont-ils vraiment rainbow, tu sais?
Oui.
Ah, mais son-
Ben, comme
son-
à l'extérieur, ils sont tous genre blancs.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Mais tu sais, à l'intérieur, ils sont quand même colorés.
Ok.
Quand même.
That day, il y a une bataille de dodgeball, comme d'habitude. On va skip les détails là, parce que c'est important. After all that, you decide to look for a spot outside the school where to get some good sunbathing. But you fail to focus on your sunbathing since you see Scott and Miranda deep in conversation. It's a sports game thing, Miranda. I think I'm a good boy, but there's something that just gets me growling when I see that opposing team. Oh, Scott, believe me, I understand better than you may think. It's exactly how I feel about those horrendous hair people. Hair people? Yes, Scott, obviously the hair people. I know I've told you about them before. They're the sworn enemy of the mare people. And they must all be destroyed if they refuse to accept our superiority. Damn Miranda. Oh wow, all of them? That sounds really hard. It will be. They're a horrible, ruthless nation of feathery socialists who refuse to bend the knee no matter how many times my father invades. They don't like guacamole, Scott. They eat the crusts of their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. What? They wear socks with sandals.
Yes.
What? Socks with sandals?
J'en porte en ce moment.
And fanny packs. Ouais, moi je parle des Google.
Pour vrai, tu portes des sandales.
Ouais, dans mes sandales. Dans mes sandales.
Et pour vrai, des sandales ou des gougounes avec des bas,
Yes.
quand t'es genre chez toi, c'est parfait parce que ça te garde les pieds genre juste à bonne température parce que tu touches pas au sol.
Ah, pourquoi tu mets juste pas des bas, genre? Moi, je mets juste des bas.
Mais si t'as juste des bas, tes pieds touchent au sol.
Ben,
Puis là,
non, parce que je
faire
mets
des-
mes pieds sur ma chaise.
Ouais, c'est ça, toi t'as une posture. Hein? Oh man, that's a pretty scary enemy, Miranda. What are the mere people going to do about it? That's a great question, Scott. We've tried reasoning with them through bombs, chemical warfare, and torture, but they're entirely unreceptive. Hmm. Wow. It's really weird that that wouldn't sway the air people, but maybe you can step in and help. Scott and Miranda probably have different takes on what the best strategy would be, so think hard about what you pitch. Reach a truce, use your great cheerleading skills to put an end to this feud. Wipe them out, make the Air Kingdom the Mer Kingdom by flooding the entire sky. With Alexa. Oh, wow! Ah, non, quoi, c'est pas créatif? Why, yes, of course, that's a brilliant idea, Père Noël. Eh oui, je sais. It's almost as if you know. Genre, je savais que c'est une bonne idée, mais je sais pas. Yeah. It's almost as if you know the old adage from my kingdom. If you can bring your enemy underwater to drown them in the Mer Kingdom, bring the Mer Kingdom to their kingdom and drown them there. Yes. Oh, that's a good adage, Miranda. Also, what's an adage? No time to explain, Scott. Let's start Operation Flood the entire sky. Here, take a bucket full of water. Glory to the Mer people. Hooray! They both start throwing water into the sky, which naturally falls back onto them. Oh no! We didn't think this through, Scott. I think it is obvious what is happening. Is it? Yes, the air people have built a powerful magical barrier that repels water attacks. Ah, now I see. It's true that every time we throw water at the sky, it seems to be repelled back to us. Si seulement il allait dans des cours.
Merci.
Are they talking about gravity? Those treacherous air people. Yeah, that. They both start shaking threatening fists at the sky with little to no effect. But Scott, how did they know how to prevent our strategy? Unless someone is feeding them information about our tactics. They look at you suspiciously. What the fuck? Before you can do anything about it, they're trying to rip off your face. What? Convinced it's a mask concealing your true feathery visage. They eventually, bon, au moins elle apprécie ma suggestion. They eventually stop because your face isn't a mask. Though you knew that already, but their suspicions don't go away. And neither does the pain in your face. -2 smarts and -1 charm.
Yes.
Non!
Ça part mal.
Pas mal.
Moi,
Moins
j'ai
pire que
comme
de poigner
aucun
du
charme.
charbon, moi.
Au dernier tour.
J'ai aucun fun, je vais aller avoir du fun. Ok, attends, là, faut que je me dise qui que je veux.
Ouais, c'est ça. Je
C'est
pense que ça
dur.
sert à rien de juste tout spread des stats.
Fait que, je pense que je vais essayer de séduire Miranda. Fait que-
What?
Quoi, tu voulais?
Ouais, c'est correct.
Ah, ok, non, c'est correct, vas-y. Fait que sinon, je pense que je vais aller avec Damien. Fait que, avec Damien, faut que je sois bold. Mais quoi d'autre?
Je pense que c'est ça.
Smart?
Non, je pense pas.
Creative, maybe?
Je dirais
Charming?
charming.
Ouais, prends charm.
Mais je peux pas aller au charm parce que t'es déjà allé. Fait que je vais aller au boldness. Aux toilettes! Ouais.
Nice.
Pourquoi je m'électrocute?
Who knows? C'est un Frankenstein monster, fait que,
Ah
t'sais,
bah oui, hein?
le monstre de Frankenstein, il active l'électricité.
Mm. You see Damien and Miranda with their heads in their hands. They look glum. You ask them what's up. We're boned. I do not know what this boned means, but I'm not optimistic about our chances on the upcoming exam. It's not fair. I shouldn't have to fail the test just because I spent all week in a really brutal mosh pit instead of going to class. And I did study. I had my servants read the entire textbook twice. But for some reason, my servants are not allowed to take the test for me. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Chop up the teacher and melt his body in acid.
Nice.
No, there's got to be another way. Doesn't there? Easy. Just lobby the government until they remove the class from the entire school system. You don't need to murder your teacher over something like this. Just burn down the entire school. Let's burn down the entire school.
Obviously.
Shit, yeah! Finally a good excuse to do what I was probably gonna do eventually anyway. I'm not sure it's actually a good excuse. But it's too late. Damien is already running through the halls with 2 gallons of gasoline, soaking everything. Later, as Damien is led out of school in handcuffs for the third time this week, he gives you a smile and a wink. Ha, suckers! They can't make me take the test if I'm in jail. I would again. Damien's happy and only a small portion of the school burned down. Looks like
Nice.
everybody wins. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Bon, on sait même pas si ça les a vraiment empêchés de prendre leur examen, mais... Ah ben, Damien, oui, parce qu'il est en prison, là, mais...
C'est ça. Damien a gagné.
Je vais essayer pour Lion, qui... Je me souviens pas où. Je pense que c'est dans l'historien. Mais...
Je pense que c'est smart et créatif, quelque chose comme ça.
Ouais. J'ai rien en classe. Je pense que c'est smart. Il se passe des choses. Yes, Mr. Smart.
Yes.
Afterwards, you see Blondie and Damien eating some delicious looking cookies. Oh non, pas Guy. Would you like to buy a cookie to benefit the agents of chaos? I'm trying to get my destructive capitalism badge. All proceeds go directly to the uprising of chaos over order, and it's tax deductible.
Nice.
As I was setting fire to a nursing home in a potential the other day, I heard a voice echo so loudly in my head that my key traveled. It told me of an ancient order, and as it was described to me in 1,000 voices, blood trickled from the ears. And then the voices gave me a badge for harassment of the elderly.
Nice.
And I earned my first badge for being unable and unwilling to stop partying.
Of course.
Polly. My goal is to get enough badges to make a bikini out of them, and then wear it and nothing else everywhere forever. Évidemment. My goal is to get enough badges that Polly makes a bikini out of them and wears it and nothing else everywhere forever.
Oh, golly.
I wonder what badge we should go for next and what IGs we can get into You know what's crazy and chaotic, being single and partying forever destroys the institution of a marriage. Chaos is always better with some sensible agony. Replace all the butter in the food swarms of most people. Whatever. Yes.
Like-
I always say that marriage is such an outdated institution. But think how panic all people will be if we dismantle it. Yeah, they'll act as if it matters or something. I'll end it into City Hall and torch all the marriage certificates. And
C'est
I might
Damien.
go.
C'est un prince de l'enfer.
Ouais, bon point. And I go to the bridal salon and pour pig's blood on all the dresses. Nice, perfect. Man, I'm gonna get disrupting societal norms. I'm easy as pie. Badge bikini, here I come.
Nice.
Why do even the simplest plans seem to escalate into arson and blood so quickly? Whatever, being a fun are bold.
Nice.
Straight places. On fait un challenge.
Challenge!
Everybody choose an object. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Une prend le ciseau.
Un objet. Parce qu'une clémentine, un objet.
Yes. I mean, tu pourrais argue qu'un être humain c'est un objet,
Mm.
dans un sens. Seulement objet, c'est large. Est-ce qu'un gallon de gasoline, c'est un objet?
Ouais.
Le gallon de gasoline. Alright. Fait que ciseaux, clémentine, puis gallon de gasoline. Your order is decided based on how easy it would be to convince people you were a wizard if you traveled back in time to the Middle Ages with only the selected object. Start debating now. Ben là, le gallon de gaz! C'est juste pas du feu, pis les gens vont être genre, what the fuck?
Mm.
C'est
Ouais.
clair.
Puis entre des ciseaux puis une clémentine. Ben ça dépend. Tu sais, moi, le premier ciseau, il y a du plastique.
C'est vrai.
Mais en même
Ça
temps, les
dépend.
clémentines, tu sais, ça dépend t'es où, Middle Ages, là.
C'est ça.
Ça.
Comme y a-tu des clémentines, là, en Middle Ages? Je sais pas, moi.
Sûrement, peut-être pas partout, ça
Ben, c'est ça, ça dépend. Tu sais, si t'es comme en France, tu fais comme ah, je fais apparaître des clémentines.
Ah,
Ou
mais
genre
c'est
même dans
une
un pays où.
clémentine.
Je pense que la clémentine, ça a été inventé par des croisements.
Ouais.
Ça se peut.
I guess.
Fait que tu sais, quelqu'un ferait genre oh my god. Mais tu sais, à l'époque, par contre, on n'avait pas vraiment une théorie de l'évolution, puis on n'avait pas nécessairement commencé. Tu sais, les naturalistes n'avaient pas nécessairement commencé à faire des arbres de genre ça c'est telle plante, puis tout. Je sais pas à quel point ils savaient. À quel point il aurait fait comme ah, c'est un nouveau fruit, ou il aurait juste fait genre ah, c'est une petite
Une petite
orange.
orange, ouais, ouais.
Je pense que je suis dernier, c'est correct.
Ok,
Fait qu'on change pas d'ordre, finalement.
exact. Oh shit, c'est la witch! The witch!
C'est
Oh
Joey
shit,
son
c'est
nom, je pense.
Coach!
Coach!
Fuck. J'allais acheter quelque chose. Good old Père Noël.
Ok.
Hey,
Moi,
le
je
tampon,
veux-
il est même plus là.
Dragon Heat! Ah, c'est vrai, le tampon était pas là.
You find Scott and Damien shoveling hot dogs and mashed potatoes into their mouths while Coach cheers them on. Go, boys, go! Munch your way to victory! Ah, there is no truer sport than an eating contest. 10th, crutch! Shazaz and eliminate!
Nice.
It looks like it's a pretty fair fight so far, but where's the fun in that? Time to step in and tip the balance. Distract Scott with surprise fireworks. Slather Damien's hot dog in holy ketchup. I'm sorry, Scott. What the hell? You were planning on setting off these fireworks in here anyway. You let him rip. Hey, 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 hey! Stop that! Who did that? Who's making noise? I'm yelling because I'm scared.
Damn.
They found us, Scott. The Viet Cong.
no,
Oh lordy,
goodness.
it's Nam all over again.
Whoop.
Scott and Coach flee the cafeteria. Damien lets out a sigh full of equal parts relief and mashed potatoes. Ugh, thanks. I was just eating like I normally do when those two idiots came over and turned it into a sport. It's not my fault I eat so fast. I've got a literal furnace in my stomach.
Damn.
Damien lets you have some of his half-chewed hot dogs. Nice. Some would say that's almost like making out with him. Oh oh.
Damn.
Allez, je reviens, je vais aller me chercher de l'eau.
Ok.
Elle fait quoi, elle, encore?
Elle, c'est genre une witch. Il y a comme un coven de witch, je sais pas trop.
Ok, ouais.
Puis à un moment donné, il y avait un event que genre fallait que t'es aides, je sais plus trop, mais.
Ouais.
Je sais pas. Ça va. Mon guess, c'est que ça va augmenter un de tes stats.
Ouais. C'est vraiment la witch. Je mange, puis j'entends les méchantes witch arriver. Yes,
Damn.
hello. As you know, it's customary for a benevolent witch coven to have as an ally a malevolent creature of some sort. And since Liam has apparently decided he's too cool for us now, I mean, because of your incredible resume, and good looks, we decided to accept you on trial basis as our supernatural companion for one adventure.
Nice.
Adventuring to exceed 3 episodes or eclipse the main arc.
Nice.
Okay. As a consideration for your willing participation, will even allow you to your choice of adventures. 3 episodes. If you could not one of these adventures by the end of lunch, and then it actually sounds fun. Kevin gives you 2 options. So the crime goes who's been taking over children's bodies and using them to rob banks you haven't never seen before now. Take on the greatest villain of all time.
Wow.
Inequality. Yes. Turns out income inequality is having a giant goblin made of money that's been terrorizing this.
Nice.
Mhm.
You attack it in the only way you know how. Stealing. Yes. It's working. All that many store was low bearing, the goblin is going to collapse. That was totally your plan. You definitely weren't stealing the mini because you wanted money. Excellent. The day is safe once again, thanks to the goblin and our faithful sidekick, Swift.
Slurp.
Go slurp.
It turned out the best way to defeat income inequality is robbing from the rich and giving to yourself. Plus 4 argent, yes.
Nice.
Ça va, ça.
Right, challenge. Everybody chooses a brand. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Moi, je vais aller avec Twinnings. C'est le thé que je bois.
Oh my god, moi.
Moi, je vais aller avec la marque personnelle.
Moi, je vais y aller avec la marque personnelle, c'est quoi?
C'est la marque maison de.
Ouais,
Quand
d'une
c'est
pharmacie.
Ah, ok.
Ouais.
Ou pharmacie, je sais plus.
Moi, j'ai immortalisé. Je vais prendre la marque Old Spice.
Nice.
Nice. Pre-order is decided based on how funny and crazy it would be if the selected brand teamed up with a popular K-pop group that starred in All the Rats. Start debating now.
Ben, moi, je perds, là, parce que ce serait pas... ben, funny. C'est sûr que
Ouais,
les ads de Old Spice
Mm.
sont toujours funny.
Ouais,
Mais
avec
tu sais,
Terry Crews.
avec Tinko. Fait que là, t'imagines, genre BTS, là.
Ouais, c'est ça, je pense que actually, t'es probablement la meilleure brand pour ça, honnêtement.
Oh, mais t'es crazy dans quel sens, genre? Crazy comme...
Ah, mais je parle justement comme des annonces de Old Spice, là.
Ok.
On sait. Puis là, il y a moi et Fred.
Dis quoi, toi encore? Twinings.
Moi, c'est Twinnings. C'est genre une marque de thé.
Ouais. Ben, il y a les thé Tazo qui font des annonces avec des grands barbus qui ressemblent à des héros.
Ah, ça pourrait être ça. Puis après, tu sais, comme les annonces japonaises, des fois, là, que genre, ils annoncent, je sais pas, un produit nowhere, là, pis c'est... Yo, c'est à vous autres que j'avais parlé de l'affaire des céréales en Corée du Sud. Genre, il y avait comme fait un genre de faux vote, ce qui faisait voter entre genre des céréales au chocolat pis des céréales à l'oignon vert. Là, tout le monde pour troller avait voté oignon vert, mais là, tu sais, ils ont fait comme ah, c'est le chocolat qui gagne, tout le monde était piste. Mais ils pourraient faire ça mais avec du thé, tu sais, genre du thé, je sais pas, là, au chocolat, ou du thé vraiment dégueulasse, ou du thé wasabi, genre.
Yes.
Yes.
Ouais, je te le donne.
Ok. L'école. On va même à l'école le soir, tu sais. C'est quand même incroyable. Tant que pas chier, c'est
cool,
noté. Ben non, on dit que j'en bois moi aussi du thé. Ah, j'avoue que je suis pas obligé de passer sous contrôle quand je parle au stream.
Peut-être ça pourrait être bonus et fun. Pour Damien? Je sais pas.
Ah,
Pour moi, c'est fun ou charm. Mais c'est clairement bonus.
Ouais, clairement bonus. Ben, je vais monter les deux, I guess, fait que...
Peut-être que c'est pour ça que tu voulais me beat up l'autre fois, parce que j'avais juste tellement de bonus, mais genre aucun autre stat, que j'allais juste me battre avec, tu sais.
Plus 2 charms. You're doing your thing when a wild Damien suddenly appears. Hey you look like you have nothing better to do. I need a mount for the prom because walking is for losers. And also because I lost my driver's license after I drove my motorcycle through another Sunday school picnic.
Of course.
But I won't take just any lame-ass mount. I need the best creature in hell. So let's brainstorm. If you don't answer in the next 10 seconds, I'm putting a bit in your mouth and riding you. A bit? C'est quoi un bit? I'm putting a bit in your mouth.
Je sais pas.
Un morceau, quelque chose. Genre.
Comme genre,
peu.
comme ils font les chevaux.
I guess.
Ah, peut-être.
Un quoi?
Un peu.
Un peu?
A bit. Un peu.
Non, mais ça fait pas de sens dans la phrase. I'm putting a bit in your mouth and riding you. Comme bit, ça doit être quelque chose.
Ah.
En tout cas. We're talking hell here, so a goat, but not just any goat. A goat that's a real asshole. What about that giant gelatinous 50-nose creature at your house that spits bile and eats corpse?
Of course.
Moi, je serais avec le goat. Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Il va mettre
so,
quelque chose dans ta
so
bouche.
because I'm a demon and I live in hell with my two dads who are also demons, you think I'm into goats? That's fucking offensive.
With my two dads.
One guy impregnates a goat with a hellspawn once, and now everybody thinks we're all about goats down there. Dude, what's wrong with you? You know goats are a sensitive topic for demons. You lose -2 charms and
Why
-1
no?
fun.
Yes.
No!
Désolé.
Why?
Mais je te dis. Aquarium. Avec. Ah oui, yes. Says told the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Yo, c'est tellement intense et inspirant dans la performance.
T'as gagné quoi?
Plus 2 de creativity. Je suis allé à l'auditoire.
Ok.
Parce que, ouais. You see Miranda and Vera chatting away, their eyes gleaming, the gleam of the scheming. What? Crowdsurf isn't doing nearly as. Yo, pour vrai, les costumes dans ce jeu-là, c'est pas nice. Crowdsurf isn't doing nearly as well as I thought it would. Oh, if it isn't, Père Noël. Greetings, fellow classmates. Would you like to be a customer? Once upon a time, surfs were only for the rich and fabulous, like Vera and myself. But now, thanks to our app, Crowdsurfs, you too can have your very own crowd-funded surf. C'est comme l'application Génie au Québec. The app is being generously funded by my royal family, who wish for everyone to experience the joys of royalty, and get richer off of it. I think our business might be failing because the serves are simply not of high enough quality to maintain customer interest. The serfs need to have more enthusiasm for their jobs. We need to recruit from the right location. Don't be absurd. If there's one thing being royalty has taught me, and there's definitely more than one, is that you can trick anyone into doing anything as long as you give them the right incentives. And why not start with the easily manipulated in the first place? Père Noël, what do you think? Vera's right. Why not recruit people who want to be bossed around at the leather daddy convention? Oh my god, Vera. God. Miranda has a point. Everyone wants to win. Host an unpaid labor competition where the prize is doing more unpaid labor. Yes! Oh, what a delightful idea. It's true that for those... Mais pour vrai, la leather daddy convention, oh my god. Les fucking schemes de Vera, là. It's true that for those are not... it's true that for those who are not born to fame, gaining it or watching others gain it is a favorite pastime. I'll have my press agent advertise it as the hottest competition since Monstropolis's Next Stop Terror. And so who wants to be an unpaid laborer is born. People compete their hardest at various demeaning tasks, and the winner gets to continue to perform them as a serf. There you are, my most loyal of subjects. It seems everyone is caught up in surf mania. Several new spin-offs have been ordered, including Unpaid Labor with the Stars and The Real Surfs of Monstropolis. Magazine covers are now featuring the 100 hottest surfs. Oh my god, okay.
Yes.
We have a waiting list the size of Miranda's ego. That's the Kraken calling the octopus. What? That's the Kraken calling the octopus tentacled, but whatever. Ouais, parce qu'elle dit qu'elle a un gros ego, mais clairement, Vera a un gros ego. Our business is making me even richer and more notable than I was before. And it's all thanks to you. You may be a peasant, Père Noël, but in my eyes, oh my god, you're a slightly less filthy peasant.
Wow.
Yes! You never thought you'd hear Miranda say such kind things. She must really like you. Yes. Miranda and Vera give you a cut of their success, earning you +2 money and +1 charm. Je sais pas s'il faut de l'argent pour séduire Miranda. Pas surpris que oui, mais tu sais.
Je sais pas.
Sorry. Je vais acheter quelque chose.
Oh, le tampon est encore là.
Ah, mais il était pas là, toi, quand tu avais les choix.
Ouais.
Tu savais-tu déjà pris?
Je pense pas. On l'a déjà pris. Je suis plus sûr.
Sexy fake Latinx.
Yes. Clairement, ça te donne du charme ou quelque
Je
chose.
crois qu'on n'a pas fait.
La cocaïne puis le masque, on les a pas fait.
Prends donc le cadeau, Fred.
Ouais, je vais prendre un cadeau. Je vais prendre le coquin là.
J'espère
Comme ça,
que
si
tu vas
jamais
avoir le
t'as-
filthy gift. Oh.
Drink from random kid. C'est laid, mais c'est un cadeau.
C'est pas laid, là. Genre, tu vas être chanceux si
pas
ton
cute.
enfant il dessine bien de même.
That weekend, something happened to Slurp.
Slurp.
What's up? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Je peux pas avancer.
Non.
Ah, ça fonctionne. Weekend time here with Miranda, Liam, Paul, and Pernowet in Liam's apartment because tonight is game night. Yes.
Damn.
Damien and Scott are late. How surprising. Nothing. Hey guys. We brought a friend. We hope it's okay, Liam. She's totally cool and into board game. Her name is Olga. What? We do realize we can all see that just a huge owl bear posy disguise is a nice cooler, right?
Damn.
Or an owl bear.
Je
Un
sais
owl
pas.
bear.
Owl bear.
Ça me fait penser à des mondes de D&D. là.
Rude. Yeah, Liam, you don't see us as accusing you of being a huge
Ah
owl
oui,
bear.
c'est...
C'est une créature mythique.
Ben non, c'est genre un monstre. C'est legit dans D&D, ça existe. Là.
Ah, ok.
C'est vraiment... C'est ce que tu penses que c'est. C'est un owl bear.
Hibou.
C'est genre un
hibou.
ours avec une face de hibou qui
Un
peut peut-être
hibours.
voler. Je sais pas.
Yes.
Yes.
Ok, un hibours déguisé en high school. Scott is technically right. We haven't done that. Therefore, I feel inclined to trust him. Whatever. Can we play some games? Yeah. And before you even try, no, Miranda, we're not playing your version of Risk, where you start with a huge underwater empire. Wow. It didn't sound funny, and it turned out to be completely unfunny. Give them.
Yes.
What about no, not werewolf either. Oh no, pas loup-garou. You won't play
Oh
that.
non, pas le loup.
You're the werewolf only when you get the werewolf card and not just always. Hello.
Non.
Right, we should totally play no cards against monster kind. Damien, it requires
Mhm.
strategy, no skills aside from making fun cards. C'est bien précis tout ça.
Hmm.
Get it? You like it
C'est
because
des parodies de vrais jeux.
today we are
Oh
enjoying
my god.
next Euro game, and you know it's a Euro game because we have spent more time learning the rules than actually playing. It's called Chess 2.
Les échecs.
Oh my god.
Les échecs 2. It includes deception and dice, deck building, auction system, dozen of figurines, and hexagonal tile placement.
Yes.
C'est Catan.
Exactly.
C'est un mix de beaucoup de choses.
Ouais.
After 3 hours of learning the rules and an extra hour for proper setup, you start playing. But it isn't long before Olga starts wreaking havoc and destroying everything.
Sacré Olga.
C'est le e-bourse.
Le e-bourse. Ouh, e-bourse. Nice.
Yes.
This is not nice. Okay, brace yourselves. Olga might actually be a wild e-bourse. These guys are high school. We thought it would be cool to sneak a wild e-bourse into our game night because of reasons. Sorry, we thought it would be super nice and inclusive for
Je suis sûr que leur
C'est-
raison était vraiment bien alignée
Mhm.
à ces deux-là.
my apartment, my beautiful and minimalistically decorated apartment is being destroyed. Also, is she winning somehow? She is. You need to save game night, but how will you subdue a wild e-books? The only logical way seems to be by beating her at chess. But she's kind of super good at it. But It will take 2 proficient tabletop gamers to beat the e-books. You know you kick ass, but which of your friends is also amazing at tabletop games? Oh no.
Moi je pense que j'ai genre 7 de smart.
Yo, clairement pour le plus smart que moi.
For once in my life, I'm smarter than Marc-Antoine!
Paul is the best at games. She play Russian Pictionary on someone, and if she's still alive, that only can mean she's always
Nice.
wins. Pardon, excusez, j'ai oublié d'enlever le push-top. Père Noël is a legend among board games players. They are one of the 3 survivors of the Monopoly game night. Évidemment.
Ben oui, c'est moi qui ai gagné au Monopoly l'autre fois. Oh my God.
Which escalated from a technicality on a dice roll to one of the saddest national tragedies put victims in the 2 digits.
Damn.
Yes. Si c'était la vraie vie, ça serait clairement moi. Que je suis le maître du Monopoly. Junior.
Vous avez combien encore de smart?
J'avais genre 7.
Bon, je prends un 4, quelque chose de même.
Ok, on va y pas.
What?
Not too fun.
Ça disait quoi?
Ok. Rip.
Ah, c'était le fun?
Pas du
Oups.
smart.
Peut-être.
Mais là, il me
J'ai
semble
joint
chess,
forces.
faut que tu sois smart.
Ouais, je me suis attendu à ça.
Oups.
En effet, chess 2.
C'est des board games. Les board games, c'est pas le smart, c'est le fun.
Ah, ok.
Yes.
C'est ça qu'on apprend.
I'm sorry.
Paul is her soul in the vehicle actually. Oh no. What the heck are you doing? Why, Paul? That doesn't seem like a smart strategy, and I'm pretty sure the tokens we're using aren't even from this game. You're like a real
Oh no.
Okay, so according to this card you drew, now you and Paul have to roam to the forest in search of the 3 golden berries. That's weird. There aren't any forest tiles in Chester. Oh no, I'm pretty sure it's roaming the actual forest in search of 3 actual golden berries.
Of course.
Lame. The rules are the rules.
Oh my God, bye.
Leave my house and go roam the forest. Goodbye. You spend the rest of the night looking for those stupid golden berries.
Oh no.
Anything at that point, you and Paul hear the distant laughter. So,
Oh my god, je suis rendue à 3 fun. Oh non.
it's fun.
Non, mais on le savait pas.
C'était tragique tout ça.
Decide player order. Everybody chooses an occupation. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
A professional knitter.
Damn.
Un souffleur de ballon.
Nice.
Shit. Un opérateur de tank dans la...
Non.
Player order is decided based on how likely it would be for Slurp to get a job as the selected occupation at some point. Yo! Fred dans un tank.
Conduire un tank, probablement.
C'est quoi que t'as dit, toi, Fred?
Je dis gonfler des ballons.
Ah oui, ben là, tu peux gonfler les ballons aussi.
Ben, il faut que tu deviennes clown, genre.
C'est ça.
Est-ce que
Je
t'es plus
pense-
likely que Fred devienne clown ou devienne chauffeur de tank?
Je sais pas, c'est juste Fred qui peut nous dire.
Ouais.
Je vais conduire un tank.
Yes. Puis après ça, est-ce que c'est plus likely que tu sois un clown ou un tricoteur professionnel?
Je pense que je vais gonfler des ballons.
Ah, sad. Parce que si ça avait été moi, on sait qu'est-ce que j'aurais répondu.
Ouais, ça c'est sûr. Probablement que chauffeur de tank, ça aurait été le dernier.
Ouais.
Alright.
Alright.
Je vais retourner augmenter ma créativité. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. Oh my god, you tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. Oh shit. But the name is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people go with it. Yes. Puis là, il faut que j'en choisisse un. Oh my god. C'est beaucoup trop dur, that's what she said.
C'est ça ton nickname, c'est beaucoup trop dur.
Non, mon nickname, ça va juste être That's what she said.
That's what you said.
No, sorry, Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
Oh, come on.
Qui est Michael
Yes.
Scott?
Yes.
Okay, Michael Scott.
Yes, you're wandering down the hallway reading Dragon Heat as discreetly as you can, which apparently isn't very because Polly and Vera clocked this immediately. Ugh, are you actually reading erotic fanfiction about dragons? Yes. Because we love Dragon Heat. I'm all about 19th century Russian literature, but a ghost girl can't say no to some erotic fanfic, am I right? I've literally been working on my Morgana von Brestreich cosplay all week. Don't worry about why. Speak for yourself, Polly. I've never. Okay, fine. I may read Dragon Heat, but don't go around just telling people. Psh, we're clearly safe with them. A fellow Dracophile, you can always be trusted. Are you sure? I mean, anyone into Dragon Heat must have a book in mind. 297 chapters and counting, and it still manages to amaze me with all new levels of wrong. Yeah, right? I fucking love it. Yet, I must admit, I'm a bit vanilla when it comes to fav chapters. Mine is the one where Harold MacDungard harassed the Hydra and Yo MacDungard, and the deranged Draco de la Court have to rest at an inn after the Choking Bay adventure, only to discover they have just one available bed. There's only one bed, the classic fanfic trick that never fails. Ha, yes, that one was good. I personally prefer the one where Vanisseria unmasks her masked savior after a passionate kiss, only to discover it's herself and then they totally bang. I'm not a fan of time travel, but sign me up for some good self-cess. Amen. What about you, Pan? What's your favorite? What about you, Michael Scott? What's your favorite story arc? Nothing to worry about. You'll just be revealing your inner kings to us. No pressure.
Nice.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yes, Excalibur. Yes.
Easy. The Excalibur arc where they want to discover the chosen one who can control the mythical Excalibur dildo, and they have a super orgy so everyone can have their turn with the dildo. What about this exclusive chapter? I've written myself. J'ai quand même beaucoup de créativité, fait que je sais pas. Mais l'autre, est-ce que c'est fun ou c'est charm, tu sais?
Vraiment fun.
Ouais.
Oh my god,
What?
yes! What? C'est pour ça que j'avais besoin de plus de créativité, parce que je voulais être un writer de Dragon fanfic.
Nice.
What? Let me see. Vera takes the pages from your hands and they both start reading. They devour your piece of art in mere minutes. Just wow! Yeah, boo, this is wonderful, so full of twists. Harold, all unsettled from being betrothed to the evil queen, Rose Queef. And then it turns out that the insecurity wasn't due to marrying his mortal enemy, but because he didn't know if he could please the most sexual dragoness of the Eight Kingdoms. Nice. Kind of nice that you show him so vulnerable. So he goes and sticks his dick in a...
What?
So he goes and sticks his dick in the pie to practice classic. J'espère qu'il y a personne qui écoute ça d'ici en ce moment. Classic, but... Oh no, the magic properties of his dick grant the pie life. Hashtag mind blown. What? C'est très créatif. Yes, I thought for a moment that it was a cheap trick for comedic purposes, but then you went all in with the love triangle between Harold, the Queen, and the pie. Yo, ça me fait penser aux histoires que je vous avais envoyées à un moment donné de Chuck Tingle avec des objets inanimés, là.
Je me souviens pas.
Je vous en renverrai. Mais c'est genre... c'est surtout les covers, là, mais c'est tout le temps genre, des trucs genre Pounded in the butt by my coffee boss. Genre, tu une grosse tasse de café et tout.
Nice.
I must applaud your boldness there and the level of depth in the emotions I never expected from a fanfic of a fanfic. Effectivement. Also, 6 tons of pie sex. That pie really knows how to use its pie.
Oh my god.
Père Noël. Oh my god, Michael Scott here is a Dostoevsky of cheap erotic dragon fanfic sweetheart. You should post it. You'll be king of AO3. Oh my god. In no time. AO3, c'est genre archive of our own, je pense. C'est genre
Ouais. Des
un site
fanfics, là.
avec plein de fans.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes, a brilliant deviant mind is definitely arousing. Fuck yeah, it is. Maybe someday you could write an erotic play for us to enact. Tabarnak.
Oh,
If you know what I'm
shit!
talking about. Tabarnak.
It's getting hot
Well,
in
no poly,
here!
but sure. 6 skills in fanfic writing, the obscure skill for impressing your classmates. Here you go, +2 smarts and +1 bonus for you.
Ma soeur, elle vient de
Yes!
dire genre, what the fuck dans le chat.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh non! C'est pas aussi
C'est
sexuel que
qu'on
ça
fait
d'habitude.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mais c'est vrai, d'habitude c'est plus des innuendos. Hein.
Ouais, c'est juste une window.
Mais Polly est bonne pour faire des innuendos.
Ouais. Police, c'est genre la plus wild.
Yes.
Yes. Tu veux ça, c'est avec elle que j'avais été au bac, à la fin? Je pense que oui.
Ouais, je pense. Je suis plus sûre.
Billy ou Scott? Je sais plus.
Non, c'est Scott, je pense.
Ouais, je pense
Ouais,
que
je pense
Moi,
que
j'étais allée avec Polly, mais ça.
J'envoie des spam emails à des gens sur la librairie PC. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? Moins 10 karma, on s'en fout. Plus de money. Yes.
Always more money.
Toujours.
yes.
You're happily examining the shitty crayon drawing you got from the store, thinking about thinking about what kind of frame will enhance his childish colors and stupid composition. When Scott approaches you. Hey Slurp, is that a picture? I love pictures. Coach says one picture is worth 1,000 words, and there are so many words I love, like pizza and good and boy.
Of course.
So a picture must be even better. What's your picture saying, bro? It looks like a little stick person holding hands with two big stick persons. And also there's a house.
Oh my god,
There. Okay.
c'est l'image que t'as du cadeau.
So you patiently explain to Scott that this is a picture of a family and that those are solar rays in the air. Oui, c'est vrai. Oh, so those two big bros are protecting the little bro. I get it. What? No, you tell Scott that the two big stick figures are parents. Parents? Wow. So that's what parents look like. I totally have some parents, but well, I never actually seen them, you know. That's okay though. Once a year they sneak into our house in the middle of the night and leave me Christmas presents because I'm a good boy and they love me. But they leave me. C'est le prince intergalactique.
Non,
non,
c'est. C'est
c'est
le. Le Wolf Gang? Wolf Club? Wolf Gang?
You baby, you still think parents leave Christmas presents in the middle of the night. That's a myth. It is. Yeah, everybody knows that all Christmas gifts are delivered by Santa Claus, a bird of the home invader with lobster hands and a cookie fetish. Oh,
Of course.
my parents think I'm a good boy. Are you gonna stand there and let those douchebags ruin Scott's innocence? Distracting. Oh, Scott. Oh, you know this is a serious situation if it's causing Vera to show empathy. So yeah. Quick divert Scott attention by making a silly face, starting a discussion on the history of development of jazz as a musical art form. What? I guess ça va être fun.
Ouais, directement avec ça.
Look, Scott, it's time you face the truth about your parents. There, wait. Look at the funny face Skip is making. And Scott, this is a really serious holy shit. That face is hilarious. Are they even doing that? I can do it too. You just gotta go like, okay, for the first round.
Nice.
Wolf, I can do it. My face isn't strong enough. I'm gonna have to hit the gym and do some chin-ups and face
Nice.
the facelifts. Yes. Good thing we weren't talking about anything important. Otherwise, did feel bad about leaving this later Paul's few that was close. Nice work, Sleuth. And as for
Wolfpack.
you, Wolfpack. Ok, je comprends là. Then where are you taking? So I guess emotionally arresting our little cousin is our way of coping with our unstable home life. But you've got to
Damn.
admit, it's weird that Scott's been living with us and our grandma his whole life and still hasn't realized our parents aren't coming back.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can relate to that. And maybe it would be better for him to accept the truth. I just don't think he's ready yet. You're right. Thanks for helping.
On est passé de la fanfic érotique de dragon à genre
Ah,
la,
les émotions.
la home life va pas bien de Scott.
Hmm.
Oh god.
Le good deed. J'ai plus 2 créatifs puis un charm.
Bon, là, I can't fuck it up. Mais peut-être que si. J'ai 5 money. Il doit y
Ah,
avoir
ouais,
des
c'est
trucs qui
parfait.
améliorent, genre.
Le fun, c'est peut-être
Ah,
les
ça,
lunettes,
creativity.
créativité. Sinon, le tatou avec un serpent, c'est la boldness. Mais ouais, j'imagine que les lunettes, ça serait
Je prends
peut-être
les lunettes.
Le corpse.
Ouais, c'est ça.
8
Cinq de
fun! Yes! Let's trade places.
Everybody chooses something bad. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before picking.
Le coronavirus.
Tu sais quoi?
Le coronavirus.
Damn.
Something bad. Des pots mangent tout.
Et sur un Lego.
Ouais.
Ouch.
Florida is decided based on how much our country needs a minister of selected things. Start deliberating now. Oh god. En théorie, tu sais, on a besoin de quelqu'un pour dealer avec le coronavirus.
Ouais.
Peut-être le plus approprié.
Mais
Après ça, un ministère des pommages, un ministère des filets sur les Legos. Les pommages, tout, c'est de l'agriculture, I guess. Ouais, celui qui a pilé sur des Legos, c'est le pire.
Ouais. Slurp?
Je sais pas qui m'aime et qui m'aime pas.
Faut retourner devant les witch.
Ouais, j'en prends un Rolling Witch.
Plus d'aventure.
La table est déjà occupée par le Coven. They huddled around, some kind of glowing artifact, but we only get 1 witch, not 3, so it's important for all of us to agree before we release the genie. C'est le génie encore.
Yes.
Hope we've already expressed your wish for a secret hideout with a mini fridge and a foosball table. Faye has argued just as fervently for world peace. But as the leader, I think the most sensible option is a mystic sword that will instantly slay this season big bad and horrible. Hope and Faith immediately object to Joy calling herself the leader and the tree.
C'est Charles de OD.
Yes.
Yeah. So from up wall.
Into a shouting match. Amidst the commotion, you can't
Yes.
help but notice that the wishing lamp is totally unguarded without really thinking about it. As if you ever do. Oh, okay. You rub the lamp, release the genie, and wish for a bag full of quarters, a machine that can successfully reheat French fries,
Oh, shit.
exsoger de la monnaie ou un air higher.
Exact. Exact.
Mais là, les frites, là, my god.
Wish and dead booms the genie and you boom. Okay, wish granted booms the genie and you find yourself the problem of a brand new fry lord, the French fry reheating super system. C'est vraiment yes. Are you kidding me? We didn't break the fire legs of the lower rat the two-headed snake of Serpentia and the accountants of Babylon, just so you could have a Christ. Oui. Mais t'as
Ils ont
vraiment
vraiment l'air.
change. Oui, en effet. Surtout elle.
Ouais. Ben,
Euh,
dans le fond, pas celle qui est à droite.
Quand même quickly change their tunes when they taste the hot fries fresh out your fry board. Yes. They are so crisp. Neither rubbery nor soggy. This is powerful sorcery indeed. We're focused on defeating the big bad that we forgot about an even greater evil, suboptimal fry consistency.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you for teaching us the error of our ways. You will eat everybody diphtheria fries. Yes, plus 4 fois.
Nice. You sit down to enjoy a nice normal meal at the spooky high cafeteria as usual. Lol, JK, something fucked up is always going on here, and today is no different. Oh, hello, Paul. Did you want to come sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. Their imaginary friend whirs and the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay, Paul, you have some smarts. You're probably going to figure this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess? He's asking you to guess because we totally forgot our plan. Scott, no, we didn't. Shut up. We were going to teach it the piano or maybe the saxophone. I lost my notes. No worries, no notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. The wild beast should be the new school mascot. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock. Go team! It's obvious you brought such a beast to the kitchen to turn it into the next Monster Chef champion so you can split the big Monster Chef cash prize. Yes.
Damn.
What a kick-ass idea! Which was obviously ours. You're right, that was our idea. Hooray, we're geniuses! And I have just what we need here, training montage music.
Score.
Suddenly you start a training montage in which the three of you try to teach cooking to the wild beast. You suck at it since you're not big chefs yourselves, and also because it's a wild beast and it keeps on devouring people and wreaking havoc. But it is quite an epic training montage. Afterwards, you're all sitting excited in front of a portable TV. The Monster Chef show is about to start. You're holding cute supportive signs and you even got yourself a custom-made t-shirt of the wild beast. Whoa, this is the big day! Also, how is it that we trained the wild beast and it's now on the show if it's still noon and the cafeteria time hasn't even ended? Shh, Scott. Time works in mysterious ways when it comes to training montage.
C'est vrai.
Okay, boys, I only hope it isn't a souffle challenge. We know the wild beast isn't good at souffles. The wild beast isn't good at anything aside from devouring people and wreaking havoc. You quietly watch the show. The challenge is Beef Wellington. Fuck yeah, no souffle. Not so surprisingly, once the challenge begins, the wild beast just starts to devour the other contestants and destroys the show's set. You see the judges screaming, "Who the fuck let a wild beast enter the competition?" The wild beast is disqualified.
Boo.
Well, I guess that's it. We might not have won the cash prize, but we won the most valuable of prizes. The prize of laughing at our wild beast fucking up everything on the Monster Chef set, which is a memory we will cherish forever. Is Damien ready to cherish memories that include you? Wowie!
You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Okay. Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as a yes. Of course. The rose shake. C'est comme moi dans le fond, ça. Parce que je vais demander aux gens, sais-tu que je te parle de telle affaire? Puis je vais en parler. The rose shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Puis elle a 19 ans. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, this swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. Decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. If you fold the napkin like so, it creates a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins. Okay. This writhing snake fold is for when it is time to leave you alone and stop explaining napkin folds. More napkins.
Le...
Oh, that's adorable. Look at it folding everybody's napkins. It's like a tiny, adorable surf. Looks like it's folding the other napkins into more self-folded folding napkins. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
I know, it's so efficient. Go, little napkin surf. Be free. Aren't you worried this will turn into a self-replicating napkin scenario progressing geometrically until the world is nothing but napkins? Why, that sounds lovely. God, you're impossible. You seem to have mispronounced impeccable. Whatever I'm leaving before the napkin folds take over the world. Vera leaves you alone for a romantic lunch with Miranda. You can't hang out too long, though. You've got to stop those napkins before they take over the world. Yes. Challenge. Everybody chooses an animal. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Un colibri.
L'animal a-tu besoin d'exister?
Oui.
Ben, je vois.
Oh.
Sinon, j'aurais dit une bourse.
Non, mais c'est même pas un animal, c'est une piste. C'est pas la même chose.
Non, je veux pas un dodo.
Un dodo,
Un
un
dodo.
colibri. C'est très des oiseaux. Je vais avec un âne.
Yes.
Player order is decided based on how likely it would be for the selected animal to take over humankind. Start debating now.
Ben là, les dodos, ça peut même pas voler. Hein. C'est quoi t'as dit, Marc-Antoine? Un âne. Oh my god. Je sais pas, man.
Mais l'âne dans Shrek, tu sais.
Oh, mais là, t'as pas dit un âne qui parle, là?
Ben, c'est un âne quand même. S'il parle ou pas, c'est juste un. C'est juste une autre affaire, tu sais. Moi, je serais avec random.
Bon, on peut faire random. Oh my god. Ça ne m'avantage pas du tout.
Je vais aller acheter la coquille.
Ah oui, t'as assez d'argent. C'est la première fois qu'on achète la cocaïne?
Yes.
Yes.
T'as perdu du
Oh
smart.
my god, t'as perdu plein de smart. You're so dumb.
C'est vraiment dumb. Oh my god. Right. Je vais avec le chat. 10 righteousness. Yes. Later, you're carrying around your precious dragon heat when you're spotted by Miranda and Damien.
No.
God. Wow, dragon heat. I love it. Also, you may not know this about Damien to look at him, but it turns out that he too is a hopeless romantic at heart. Are we reading the same series? I'm in it for Dragon Dong, Miri. Of course. Nothing so bad yet so good as a billionaire dinosaur made me gay. Damien, you are being utterly foul. Don't profane the deep emotional connection between Harold Megdung Hard and Godiva Galantina. Deep emotional connection. Is that why the latest chapter ends with Harold finally boning Godiva? And then she wakes up to find him gone? The cliffhanger must be entirely misleading. People simply don't abuse each other's love and trust that way.
Mm-hmm.
I worry about you, Miri. I really, really do. I just desperately want to know what happens next in Dragon Heat. Do you think Harold is capable of being so mean-spirited? Hmm. True art imitates life. Let's look at Damien's Tinder messages to see what he's capable of, shall we? Oh god. Oh god. Harold may or may not be a scoundrel, but love is alive. And well, let me take both of you to the greatest three-way first date ever to prove it. Let's go!
No.
A date in the midst of a cool day. School day. Why, my duty, responsibility, and breeding say no, but my art says yes. I have a midterm in interdimensional piece 305, so anything's better than that, of course. Oh, huzzah! I do love being courted. Let us flee to the absolutely most romantic day that has ever happened to me ever. Yay! That's a high bar. Luckily, you're a romance expert, having spent literally all your school days planning for prom, which is a single night of the year, instead of paying attention to the studies that might benefit you later in life. Qui sort de ça, Pythagore?
Mm.
You show up with chocolates, flowers, and a bevy of mer slaves for Miranda, and a pack of matches, and a gallon of gasoline for Damien. Nice. Le gallon de gasoline, ça fonctionne toujours. Avec
Yes.
Damien. The three of you go on an absolutely splendid date, during which Damien only commits a few murders. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
Nice.
Yay!
And let's go. Boldness. Oh.
Les méchantes hyènes.
Mm.
Qu'est-ce qu'on ferait sans les Monster Scouts?
Je sais pas. You see Damien about to punch some noob. Noob! When suddenly a dimensional portal opens between the two of them. Hey, what the hell? I was about to punch that noob. There will be plenty of noobs to punch, my fearsome paramour, when you are mine. What? I have traveled across time and space to find a fit commander for my armies and for my bedroom. Okay. Oh, you want me to come over to your kingdom so we can kill people and fuck?
Nice.
I wouldn't put it quite so crassly. Well, I would, and that sounds doper than hell, which isn't hard because hell is lame, but still.
Damn.
But if Damien goes to another dimension to fucking kill people, how will he fucking kill people with you? There's only one thing to do. Defeat the prince's entire shitty army using nothing but a colander and a grapefruit.
Damn.
Show Damien a picture of the prince's armies wearing clown shoes and assless chaps.
Oh.
Yes. Armed with your trusty colander helm and furious grapefruit, you charge through the rift. The prince's army turns out to be just 3 dudes, and one of those dudes is just 2 toddlers in a trench coat. You strain the shit out of them, squeeze grapefruit juice into their wounds, and toss what's left into a volcano.
Nice.
Okay, okay. And what's more, you live stream the entire thing for Damien to watch back home. When you get back, he's applauding. Holy shit, that was wicked! I've never seen someone be so gracious with a grapefruit. Screw this interdimensional a-hole. I want you to teach me about using limes as offensive weapons.
Nice.
The prince slinks back to his kingdom to recruit a new shitty army, while you teach Damien the mysteries of citrus fou. You gain +2 charms and +1 boldness. Yes.
That weekend, something happened to Slurp.
Comment ça encore? What is happening?
Toujours.
On Saturday night, you're at a cool pizza place that cooks pizza in a real pizza oven. Okay. Little did you expect that when the chef opens the oven to get your pizza, Damien appeared from the flames. Évidemment, encore Damien. How does that work? Can he teleport through fire? Has he been waiting inside the oven all this time just to make a kick-ass entrance? The mystery. I fucking hate needing people's help, but I might need yours. Don't let it to your head, or or I don't stab you. I don't have to owe you anything. Enough threats. Here's the deal. Fuck them. I might or might not feel attracted by your body, Paul.
Oh my god.
You know the one, always making absurd choices, with being equal parts stupidly sexy and sexy and with the nice booty.
Oh shit.
Bullshit.
Damn.
Tammy, that's it.
Mm.
But I don't need to get my feelings hurt by rushing into love without proper judgment. My dad's always say, if you love someone, shoot them and see what happens.
Nice.
Great quality advice, right? Thing is, Principal Giant Spider, my therapist, and the rule of law all seem to think that shooting someone to check if they're the one is not very legal.
Uh,
They have strongly recommended that I do all that on what they call a theoretical level, like imagining the whole thing. But imagining is for losers, and since you both know Paul and are a loser yourself, okay,
oh my god.
I thought you could tell me what would Paul do if I were to shoot him. Qu'est-ce que tu ferais, Paul? Hein?
Paul is all about getting shots. She goes to the doctor every day just to get a shot, and shots are the only thing she does when partying, so I think you can give her a shot. Believe it or not, if you were to shoot Paul, she would not be into it. Hashtag true story. Le premier, I guess. Yes.
Well, that's convenient. I have the feeling dating could increase someone's chances of getting shot or stabbed. You don't get to be as big as an asshole as me without making some enemies along the way. I would feel bad if my loved one was to get shot because of me, but knowing Paul is so into getting shot is a relief.
Oh no.
Oh, poor Damien.
Hey, yo, okay, it seems like my heart isn't being a drunk idiot this time. I might be into something nice.
Ooh, ooh.
If she is so into getting shot, I might add some spice to my food.
Oh no.
Oh no. If you know what I mean, I don't think I know what you mean.
C'est pas cool.
Before having sex with her.
Arrête d'avoir connu Paul.
Oh my god.
Both for getting you some demon pics and for the blood loss you're about to experience. You had too much blood in you.
C'est vrai.
Plus trop charme.
C'est pas vulgaire cette partie-là, mais il me semble d'habitude c'est pas super.
Yes.
Ok, il y a plein de gens qui nous regardent.
Ah, c'est ça.
Everybody chooses the movie. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
C'est pas die hard. Snake on a plane.
So kiss me goodbye. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So kiss me goodbye.
Tu avais choisi quelque chose?
Non.
Ok, je sais pas ça. Je sais pas si t'avais choisi puis tu chantais. Tu chantais une tune d'un film que je connais pas.
Ben, c'est la tune de Snakes on a Plane.
J'ai jamais vu Snakes on a
T'as jamais vu Snakes on a Plane?
Non, j'ai jamais vu. Ok.
Je pense que, pour vrai, je pense que je l'avais écouté dans un cours d'anglais au secondaire. Quel film j'ai
Moi, je vais
choisi?
choisir Jingle All the Way.
Moi, je vais
C'est le
choisir Avengers Endgame.
Non plus, je l'ai pas vu. No spoilers. Jingle All the Way, c'est le film avec Arnold Schwarzenegger que mon icône Steam vient.
Ah ouais.
Quand il dit Player order is decided based on how weird the fandom of the selected movie would be. Start debating now.
Ben, on s'entend qu'Avengers, c'est pas weird pantoute, là.
Ah, c'est pas weird
Le
par
seul
tout.
échantillon de fandom de Snake on a plane que je connaissais pas, c'est quoi weird.
Boy. Le fandom de Jingle All the Way. Dans Jingle All the Way, c'est Arnold Schwarzenegger qui doit obtenir une statuette, une figurine d'un action hero. Puis là, il va aller se déguiser en cet action hero-là. Je pense que c'est pas vraiment weird non plus.
Moi, je dirais Fred, Marc-Antoine, puis moi.
Ouais.
Ah, non,
Intelligent.
Ouais, non, ouais, c'est.
Slurp, Michael Scott. Oh,
Ah non, j'ai dit Marc-Antoine. Excusez.
exact.
Yes. J'ai beaucoup de fun. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire avec le fun?
Tu peux voir Paulie.
Ouais, je sais pas où.
Ah, mais pour l'instant, ça, c'est juste pour les stats. Donc, tu peux décider de booster plus, mettons un stat. Ou,
Pas les gars, I guess.
Ouais.
Je fais un rave à part. Il y a plein de gens. Puis il y a des démons. Plus de fun. Easy. Later, you head by the local pizza parlor. Encore la pizza. To help you collect your protection money. You notice Scott been around outside. Hey Scott, what are you doing outside the pizza parlor? Don't you normally prefer to be inside the pizza parlor? Well, it all started when I did some research into wolf mummies and ebbies. It turns out wolf parents, oh no, pas encore, are responsible for providing food for their children. Then it hit me. The pizza delivery guy provides almost all my meals. And you know what that means. I know what you think it means. It means the pizza delivery guy is my mother. Or maybe the pizza parlor itself is my mother. It's hard to be sure.
of course.
Either way, I came here to reunite with my long lost parent and get some free pizza, hopefully. But they threw me out. Apparently, I'm not the first person to claim to be related to one of their employees in order to get free pizza. I don't want to be separated from my mama, though. Please help me. Keeping Scott's this guy hope alive. Maybe trickier than expected. But I just don't think he's ready for the truth. Do you think you could get the restaurant to give him free pizza and say it's from his mother? What?
Damn.
Fuck it. You've got a flexible relationship with the truth anyway, and Scott seems so sincerely invested in this, so you do the only reasonable thing. Convince the proprietors that you're a time traveler from the future and are giving free pizza to Scott is the only way to stop the pizza uprising. But act like an entitled piece of shit until they give you free pizza. Yes.
Nice.
People. Oh hell yes, this is the one.
What?
J'avais juste genre un bold. 10 bold.
Je
Okay.
m'attendais pas à ce que ça soit la. Ouais, j'avoue que c'est la bonus.
Keep the door open of the pizza parlor and start shitting on tables. Yes. Oh, hey, stop that. The also manager, you can poop on those tables. Those are our tables. I can poop on any tables I want. You shout back, my dad's rich.
Mon père, il est riche en tabarnak.
Easy, free pizza. I can't argue with that, says the manager after free pizza on us. Ça marché. Fuck you, you say to the manager, pooping continuously. Later, feed my friend Scott and tell him it's from his mom. Okay, says the manager. Later, back outside. Hooray, my mom delivered a freshly killed pizza that right. What? Killed pizza right to me. Freshly killed. What do you think pizza is cut? Pray. Okay, well, I don't approve of your methods, but it's hard to argue with results. I'm pleased to see you share my disdain for honesty and real emotional growth. Hell yeah, high school forever. Do cats are fun.
Nice.
Nice. Yes. Nice. Do cats. Miranda is sitting on her throne. She had her servants bring it here, of course. She looks quite worried. You ask, what's up? Do you think this place is fabulous? Because it decidedly is not. Damn. On my father's chart of royal fabulousness, it would rank just below the village pig humping festival. It must be more fabulous. This is my duty as a princess to make it so. but the sheer barbarity has paralyzed my mind. What to do? Right. Alter the script so that it is about your kingdom. It might be vulgar, but it will inspire and educate the peasants. Take the leading role. Nothing could make it more fabulous than your royal presence. I have no idea. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, I couldn't possibly, but it's so nice of you. You know what? Just for you, I'll do it. So what if I can't memorize lines or play a role? I'll just call Daddy. He'll teach the director what to do. You hope teach the director what to do doesn't mean torture the director to death. Probably does though. Anyway, you gain +2 smites and +1 charm.
Yes.
Worth.
Ah non, fuck. C'est pas ça que je voulais faire.
Ouais.
Ah! Bon, mais je vais prendre les cadeaux, puis si je parle toutes mes stats, je vais crier.
Oh! What? What?
T'as eu combien de créatifs?
Oh my god, rip tes stats!
Mais c'est tout
Mais j'ai perdu toute ma boldness.
Ouais.
Puis mon fun.
Créatif. Ah, c'est fun.
Oups, ça va. Cliquez là-dessus. Everybody chooses a celebrity. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
In December.
In December? Ooh. Steve Carroll.
Avais-tu fini Space Wars finalement?
Non.
Shame.
Moi, j'allais.
Il va y avoir une saison 2, hein? Qu'est-ce que c'est dit, Marc-Antoine? Michael Scott.
Moi, je dis Arnold Schwarzenegger. Player order is decided based on how likely it is that a selected celebrity is secretly part of a cult. Start debating now. Damn, un culte de culturisme.
Avec
Quelqu'un qui a dû choisir. C'est quoi son nom, fuck? Tom Cruise.
Ah oui.
Parce que lui, on sait qu'il fait pas de culte.
C'est vrai. C'est ça, mon argument est fait. Le culte du culturisme.
Ouais. Moi, j'irais peut-être avec Fandom.
Ouais.
J'aime ça.
Fuck!
Ok.
Easy. Les time.
Va voir l'ascenseur. Ça va donner un achievement.
You were planning to sit by yourself today, but the only table you can find is partly taken by the Coven. Pourquoi je vois un achievement?
Parce que t'es allé tous les midis avec un Outcast.
Ouais.
Non?
You do feel kind of sorry. Je pense que oui. Je l'ai vu 3 fois. Il est tout le temps. Je pense que c'est tout le temps midi. You do feel sorry for them. After all, no one ever seems to want to stay with them. How good it's you can practice one of our spells on you. And this is probably why we Oh, don't look so worried. We're preparing for an upcoming battle with the disgruntled Lord of the Seventh Circle. And if we don't do our homework, we'll have a hell of a time beating the audience laugh. Wait, audience. Anyway, we got 2 spells we've been meaning to try out. Magical enhancements to help us beat this big battle. Do you think we could try one of you pretty creatively? Oh, says the audience. You know, a magical enhancement doesn't sound as bad. You can choose either of those 2 options. A spell that lets you see the future and also the past and the present, and you can watch live TV anywhere. That's nice. Nah, we want to go from something a bit different. Let's do the spells that turns you into 2 helicopters.
Nice.
I guess ça sounds is bold.
I guess, maybe.
Ça, je sais pas.
Tu peux essayer.
Je vais aller pour bold, je pense. The choice is made when Guardian and double copter. You always wonder.
Tu veux un achievement et on peut tout faire.
Ouais, same. To be 2 helicopters, you both rise through the ceiling of the cafeteria, triggering the skylight and showering the student with its. Yes. We should have thought this through. We should have thought this through. Oops. To ditch school and spend the rest of the afternoon cruising the city, murdering girls, and fucking up people's girls.
Nice.
Eventually, you start to wonder if your 2 helicopters, which helicopter contains the real you. If one helicopter is destroyed, where does your consciousness reside? These philosophical questions are outside your comfort zone. You finally return to school and let the coven restore you to your former body. But your experience being near 2 helicopters, yes. What?
Damn. Oh no. This
Oh
is
no! No! No!
Paul.
No!
No sooner have you sat down at Damien and Miranda's table than a haunting melody fills the air. It is a melody of cold northern peaks, of cloying sweetness, of a supple bovine teat. The song of the ice cream wizard! He's here! I'm gonna eat so much ice cream and then puke on someone I don't like.
Yes.
Oh goodness, the ice cream wizard only comes but once per solstice, during the hour of the ascendant pancake. You see an old dude in a floppy blue hat pushing a refrigerated cart with "This shit magic" painted on the side. Ah, so many great options to choose. Should I get a magma bar, brain destroyer, chocolate boomstick? What about fear of death, a frozen cobra, berserker berry blitz? The wizard's frozen treats invariably turn me into a frog for some reason. Perhaps I simply have not tried the right one yet. But which to try, if only someone would suggest a solution to what is truly the most difficult problem I have ever faced.
Nice.
Try those sugar-basted Prince slips, beating up and take all his ice cream. And but of course, I always have to find a prince to kiss me out of being a frog. Why not cut out the middleman? Prince lips? Gross. I've already got a pair of those attached to my face. Damn. What? Where? Here, where my mouth is. Wait, Damien, you're a prince? But you hide it so well. Gee, but Miranda's not paying attention. She's already traded the ice cream wizard several gold ingots for a pair of sugar-basted prince lips. Oh my, I can taste the enchantment already. Miranda finishes the prince lips in 3 graphic smooches. Afterwards, her lips are pretty cold, and she invites you to help warm them up. Oh shit. Oh shit.
You take your seat beside arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious.
Oh my god.
Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such a pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there, and if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this too.
Of course.
Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser?
Then
You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help out.
yeah.
The animals you kill may lose their lives, but what about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is to teach them the concept of death so they really fear their fate. Let's educate cattle and metaphysics.
Yes.
On metaphysics, ouais, excusez.
Je sais pas si à quel point t'es assez smart pour ça.
Perfect! I knew there was a way to monetize, and it keeps the animals from ever gaining an eternal resting place. What the hell is it with Vera and animals? But now the cruelty is extending even beyond their death. Hell yeah it is! Thank you for letting the ball rolling on this excellent scheme, Liam. And thank you, Paul, for nailing down the specifics. Neither of you get royalties though. That being said, I will get you a double scoop of Rocky Road sole with sprinkles on top. Yum. Maybe? You don't know. You've never eaten a sole before. But it sure is delicious getting Vera's approval.
J'arrête pas de penser qu'il faut genre avoir les bons stats pour ces réponses-là, mais c'est juste genre tu choisis la réponse qui fit le character que tu veux.
Ben ça dépend des trucs là.
Ah, peut-être.
Je pense en tout cas.
Maybe. Pre-order is decided based on your ability to mimic the noise a giraffe makes. Ok, vous écoutez c'est quoi le son de girafe? Giraffe noise.
C'est genre manger. C'est fait.
C'est ton imitation?
Ouais, c'est vidéo que je t'ai envoyé là. J'ai envoyé.
Ah, attends, je peux.
Ici, sur ça.
Ah! Ah!
J'abandonne.
Ah! Mais là, Fred, tu décides de calme-moi.
Aucune de ces réponses.
Quoi?
Mais là, comment me décider?
Ouais, là,
Oh, on a fait tout ce travail-là pour rien.
ça travaille.
Ah!
De Naples.
Qui fait, il me regarde, genre, qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Je vais
T'essayes
te
d'appeler quel animal, là?
Hein?
T'essayes d'appeler quel animal?
La girafe.
La girafe.
Mais je vais essayer d'avoir un peu de bonus, I guess, avant. On est evening, fait que là, après, c'est prom, right?
Ouais, c'est la dernière journée.
C'est le dernier.
I'm bold as fuck.
Avec ta batterie.
You're daydreaming about how Damien would look walking down the aisle towards you. When you see Damien walking down the hallway towards you. Yo, so listen, don't be uncool about this or make it a big thing, but I think you're pretty rad. Like, maybe even as rad as I am. So I thought it might be sweet if we could, you know, do some crime together.
Yes.
Would you be into that? I mean, could you even fucking handle that? Yes, of course you could, and would, and should. What kind of crime are you into these days? Quick, suggest the most badass and romantic crime for an excellent date with Damien. Tax fraud and light treason. Dinner and a movie, only the dinner is arson and the movie is also arson. This one. Arson and arson? Sounds like my kind of night. Damien picks you up and presents you with a bouquet of matches and lighters, which you blush and happily accept.
Nice.
The two of you head off to the fanciest restaurant you know, Le Château de Supériorité. You smile demurely as Damien pulls out your chair for you and then sets it on fire. You confidently order off the menu for both of you before setting both menus on fire. After a delicious meal, the two of you flirtily squabble over whose absolute pleasure it would be to pick up the check as the flames rage high all around you. Ready to head out for more arson? Heck yeah, you are. The two of you head to a movie, immediately setting your ticket's stub on fire. You take your seats and set the row in front of you on fire. You talk through the previews as the flames leap higher and higher, bathing you in a romantic glow. It's the hottest date of all time in so many ways. Hey, I had a really nice time tonight. The only thing better than the arson was the more arson.
Of course.
Is he actually blushing, or is that just the heat from all of the so much arson? Oh my fucking god. This date was literal fire. But no, like actually literal fire. You gain +2 charm and +1 bonus. Bon, moi j'ai eu une date avec.
Yes. Je sais créativité. You're doing the thing that gives you most life, reading Dragon Heat, when you're approached by Scott and Liam. Aha, fellow connoisseur of the dracophilic arts. Here, Scott. Moi, tantôt, là, dans le fond, tu sais, j'ai proposé à Miranda de faire un play. Puis là, je me demandais si, genre, vu que j'avais le magazine de Dragon Heat, ça, on allait faire un play de Dragon Heat. Here, Scott. Here, Scott and I are also experts on the topic. An unexpected duo. Yeah, Liam and I are fandom buddies. We love to discuss the things we love on our favorite stuffs, wikis, and forums. We're the best fandom buds, even if we don't always agree, like with the Starko and Markapu thing. Okay, first let's be clear. I engage in passionate fandom conversations only as an ironic way of celebrating low culture, which I truly despise. Second, for the 100th time after spending years in Ekapu's dimension, Marco is now actually in his 30s, so it isn't right if he dates a 16-year-old girl. Damn. These details matter, Scott. Think how wrong it would be for me, in my 400s, to date people from this school if all of you were actually teenagers instead of being much more conveniently in your 20s. Anyway, enough meta discussion, Scott. Scott and I here are in a situation, even if our opinions differ, we agree our opinions are superior in comparison with the rest of the strangers and on the Dragon Heat wiki. Yes to that, Liam here is like super smart and I'm a good boy, so my ideas should be good too. But people on the wiki can be really mean sometimes. We need to gain their respect so we can convince them to be good boys too. Yes. Scott is right, we need to somehow earn the role of moderator so we can show all those lesser beings who's boss when it comes to the Dragon Heat fandom. But how? I'm sure you'll give us an absurd yet effective idea for a solution, as can be expected from good old Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
Let's ask them if they can stop behaving like internet trolls and instead start respecting your opinions. Let's write a powerful fanfic set on the Dragon Heat wiki where you're depicted as the coolest users who should be respected. God, je sais pas. Ça, c'est créativité, celui d'en bas, mais celui d'en haut, c'est peut-être charm. Damn! Michael Scott is a genius. If someone is mean to you, you should always ask them nicely to stop being mean and start being nice. I have a hard time believing this will work, but I'm an explorer of life, and so I feel the urge to test this idea and see what happens. What if we use Michael Scott's account, just in case? And so you ask all the mean people on the Dragon Heat wiki to stop being mean. All the wiki remains silent for a bit until one guy, Dragon Dong 69, replies, "Oh sure, mate. We've been mean all this time because no one asked us otherwise. Of course you can be moderators." Then the merciless Your mama fuck the worm. 13 also says, that's true. We always respected your viewpoints and opinions. We were just total jerks because it was all a test. Holocaust denier 88 adds, yeah, it was all a test of patience to see if you really were nice people who could respond to a douchebaggery with kindness. And you passed the test. Then he writes a second comment. Oh, and by the way, the Holocaust was totally a real thing and we should be respectful about it. What? Hooray! Slowly, all mean people on the internet start revealing they were part of the test. From XXX underscore go kill yourself underscore XXX to global warming not real. Point d'exclamation. And for a day, the internet is a very, very nice place to be. In the end, I am not sexist, but
But
send you a message. Dear Liam, Scott, and Michael Scott, thanks for being nice to us. It was cool to be ourselves for one day. Tomorrow we'll go back to our mean personas, for there are more people to be tested on the internet. But always remember, being nice is cool. We will always carry you in our hearts. And as a gift, you can keep the status of moderators on the Dragon Heat Wiki. You've truly earned it. Farewell, I am not sexist. I am not sexist, but Smith. That was weird. And nice! Also, we get to be moderators. Hooray! Hooray indeed, Scott. Hooray indeed.
mm-hmm.
Who would have thought? You fixed the internet for a day. Congrats. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
Nice.
Yes. Je sais pas quoi faire.
Fallait chercher du charm. Comme ça, t'aurais 4 stats en haut de 10.
C'est où,
C'est le
encore?
gym.
Ouais,
Dis-moi.
c'est Jim.
Mhm.
Dodgeball, je lance des ballons sur les gens, puis je dis qu'une personne est unique, puis je lance le ballon dessus. Okay. Plus un BFF, yes. Plus de charm. You were talking to Vera about all her favorite military coup when the coach approaches you. Basically, her friends with Scott's right, but I've got to admit, I'm a little bit worried about the guy here coming up. You're looking for yourself. Coach leads you into one of the locker rooms where you find Scott deep in conversation. The bag of potatoes. The bag of potatoes has googly eyes and mustache and a corncob pie. But it is still definitely a bag full of potatoes. Oh, hi, Coach Heisler. You're just in time to meet my dad, Mr. Scott Sr. He was on a business trip to space.
Oh no.
What? But now he's back, and he'll never leave me again. His eyes are very wobbly, and his body is very potato.
Ok. Je pensais que ça allait être le prince.
I know, right? If only it's so weird. These are my friends, Dad. Say hi to my friends and tell them how much we love each other. The potato bag being a bag of potatoes. is nothing. Come on, Dad. Don't be shy. Dad. Oh no. Are you okay? Dad. Pourquoi j'ai plein de choses avec des feelings? Tell Scott the truth about his dad. You're all being too deep. Quick, convince him everything's okay. Explain that some people have a hard time putting their emotions into words, especially if they're a bag of potatoes. Pin a ribbon on the potato section. Say,
Yes.
I'm proud of you, Scott. Yes.
What?
Oh.
Luckily,
Ouais.
he
Il va être mad, genre, que tu pines son dad.
you reach out and stab it into Scott's dad. No, stop. You're hurting him. Oh no, are you okay? Dad,
Oh no.
Oh no!
okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, the monstrosity. Oh no, shit's hurting.
Oh my
What
god.
have you done? I was just worried because Scott was spending too much time with his father instead of practicing. He didn't.
oh my.
No,
Oh
this
my
is the best
god.
cool murder I've ever seen. Least cool murder I've ever seen. And I was a panel judge on the third season of America's Next Top Murderer, known as the lamest season ever today. Yeah. I tried to explain to everyone that Scott's dad was a sack of potatoes the entire time and thus cannot be killed. Try to console me, you've taken my
No.
phone.
Oh, no. No. Quoi? Non.
Oh,
What the
oh.
fuck?
Ah, j'ai tout fuck off à la fin.
Bon, je pense pas que ça va marcher, mais je vais essayer quand même.
Or un secret ending en plus. Je vais aller voir Scott. On va essayer. Peut-être qu'il va me prendre comme bouche-trou, après c'est son problème.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom? With you? How can I put this delicately? Fuck no. No! We go on the date!
Is that the best at failing, Paul? C'est quoi?
Your failure made you so
Oh my
despised by society that you were exiled to the wilds, where you joined a pact of wolves. Still, you were so bad at social interaction that you also failed at getting a date for Wolf Prom.
Tu m'as donné l'achievement de fail avec tout, genre, à demander tous les personnages une fois. Là, ils disent, c'est ça. You've been rejected by all 6 main love interests. Maybe the dating sims aren't your thing. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Ick. My sisters told me that I could get diseases if I dated commoners. Oh,
J'avais pas
non.
assez d'argent.
C'est vraiment, ouais, c'est ça. C'est vraiment l'argent le deuxième stats for it. Stuff like crabs or poverty. I must decline. Oh no, disgusting. Failing at Monster Prom broke the essential process of growing up in your life. You became fixated on it, and you never became a functional adult. Now you're just an old person that sits at parks and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date to the Monster Prom. Oh no. It is as weird and as sad as it sounds. Oh no.
And pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to monster prom with you. Prom, yeah, no. I like girls. Ooh.
Thank God.
Ok. Il a déjà oublié que t'as tué son père.
Oui, c'est ça.
The shame of your constant failures was so great that you secluded yourself in your room for years and officially started dating your own pillow.
Damn.
Full life forever. Yes.
Oh, on est tellement pas bon.
My god. Most likely to never be understood. E-boy.
Damien, sexiest story, c'est vrai. Oh god. Et pourtant, j'avais Dragon Heat.
Mm. And
On
this
est pas
is the end.
Effectivement, un secret ending, mon truc.
Hein?
Effectivement, un secret ending, mon truc. Mais j'ai. Oh, ouais. Quand même.
Ah, ok.
Aller avec.
Ça, c'est les 3 dans le fond.
Je sais pas.
Je vais aller voir pour Dragon Heat. Parce que je suis curieux. Ça fait 2 fois qu'on l'a, puis les 2 fois ça va, ça a pas bien fonctionné.